Good evening, one and all. It's always a pleasure to be in your home on a Thursday evening. Let me start by saying welcome, welcome, welcome to Let's Talk TCI Real Estate. Of course, it's an educational show that focuses on everything real estate in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Like and share the page. Tell your family members, tell your friends that Let's Talk TCI Real Estate is live. Actually, I am excited to start season one. Season six of Let's Talk TCI Real Estate, episode one, season six, episode one. Congratulations to me. It's been a long journey, but I still enjoy coming and talking to you guys about real estate in the Turks and Caicos Islands because it's an opportunity for me as well to educate myself about what's happening and share it with a larger audience. So again, please like and share the page as I talk about actually today, just updating you on some of the things that have happened in the Turks and Caicos Islands in relation to real estate over the past few weeks since we break from season five, just getting you guys up to speed before we get on to our segments for the year. Great. So today's episode is not going to be very long, but again, it's just keeping you updated. And a few of the things that we're going to speak about is actually one, exciting news for South Caicos. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that, and we're going to talk about how it relates to real estate in the Turks and Caicos. The other thing we're going to talk about is, I have a bank update for you and looking forward to something that's coming up. We also will speak about the new Real Estate Ordinance, just a little bit about it, not so much in depth today, but just a little reflection on what's going on, because that's going to be a topic in itself in a future podcast on Let's Talk TCI Real Estate. And also we're going to just mention about the Crown Land Ordinance and also about some of the new developments that are happening in the Turks and Caicos. Talk about these new things today on this episode. I'm just trying to make sure I can see those who are tuned in, just in case you have any questions or concern. Yeah. All right. So we're going to dig right into, of course, like I say, everyone knows that I love talking about real estate, so I'm excited. I believe, first of all, we're going to talk about South Caicos. Everyone have heard the most recent announcement. We as real estate agents, I have been talking about it, about American Airlines making its initial flight landing into South Caicos from Miami. Guess what? It is official. You have seen it in the newspapers. You have seen it all over social media. That has been the spotlight talk over the last few weeks. The last week. From Miami to South Caicos, it is finally here. It has finally happened. One of the things we've been talking about is to prepare you for what is to come for South Caicos, and that's why we were saying that South Caicos is, going to be on the move when this American Airlines touchdown. And one of the things I have seen just in the last week, I've had increased inquiries for properties in terms of sales to purchase properties on the island of South Caicos. And just because of all of this spark, I'm going to tell you that the values of properties will increase. We have had vendors who have even talked about increasing their prices now just because of this new thing that has happened in South Caicos. Even though it has just happened, people are reacting to it. So it is still something you need to think about. So if you are thinking about investing in South Caicos, you still need to do it now, because now people are going to see the even more value just because of this international flight that has touched down in South Caicos. Another thing we are finding, again, I've been getting a lot of requests for rental properties where persons are looking for places to rent because, of course, such an international flight has, I guess, created new job opportunities for local residents as well as local residents. And this is something, so if you are interested in investing in South Caicos, of course, there is a need for long-term apartment rentals on the island, right? So we do have customers who are talking about building apartments or looking for existing homes to renovate it. And all of this has been happening since this initial flight has touched down at South Caicos. We've had inquiries about it before, but some people need to see it to realize that it is a reality. So just for the sake of letting you guys know, it is here. I think it is exciting news for South Caicos. And I just want to say all the best to the people of South Caicos and to the Turks and Caicos on a whole, because it's a great move, but also it is a great move in terms of, creating a real estate market and investment opportunity for those who are looking to invest on the island of South Caicos. So as real estate agents, we say it, we hear it, we say it. Sometimes we say it a little bit long, but it's finally here. So again, congratulations to the island of South Caicos. So that, I think I should have started on that exciting news, because it is a big milestone for the Turks and Caicos Islands. The other thing I want to just keep you updated about, we are always talking about what does the banks in the Turks and Caicos have to offer, right? So recently, the CIBC Caribbean, well, they were FCIB, First Caribbean, but now they have taken on a new name of CIBC Caribbean. They had a recent realtors engagement breakfast, just keeping us updated on what the bank is trying to do, something new, and the new products and services that they will be offering to the general public. So by way of announcement, keep your ear to the ground, because they will be announcing where they will be having like an open bank fair, where they are going to be talking about their services and promoting their services to those in the Turks and Caicos Islands. So this is your opportunity when this is announced. So when I say soon, it could be as close as the end of this month. So just keep an eye out, keep an ear to the ground for when that bank fair is announced, that if you are interested in making a purchase, whether it be land or a mortgage property, or even refinancing, that you have that opportunity to go and speak on site with a mortgage specialist and get all your question answers firsthand, and also be able to see and share the product that they are offering. I think it is a great opportunity, and especially because we are always talking about how sometimes it's difficult getting into the bank to speak to someone in person. Well, this will be your opportunity to have a one-on-one conversation with a mortgage specialist. So it's just information we were privy to. So look out for the date. I don't know the date, but I know it could be very soon, for when that announcement is made, that you will be able to embrace that opportunity. I tried as much as possible that anything I know that's going on in the banks to that level where I can share with my customers, just to get that information out, because I know that is very important. One of the things I would like to say about the bank, they did share a lot of information with us. I just put up on the screen just a quick little few notations that I took. Again, first, my disclaimer is, remember, these are just notes based on my recollection of what I was told or what I heard during the seminar. So please don't quote me to anything. And of course, at the seminar will be of course, at the bank fair, when they do have it, will be a bad opportunity for you to verify the information. So this information, please, that's why I say I have my disclaimer up. But one of the things I wanted to point out about it is just about, with the land loans, low processing fees. I think that's very important when you're looking to get a loan with any of the banks. When you can minimize your processing fees, I think that's a plus. And also when you know that you can have an extended financing years in order to repay the loan, that helps to bring your mortgage payments down and your loan payments over the years to make it a little bit more affordable. So these were just some of the points that they talk about, and competitive interest rates. We are always talking about what's the interest rates. Of course, we wouldn't tell you what the interest rate is, but at this time, the bank is prepared to offer competitive interest rates to its clients. And I think that is a plus. So that's a conversation you would want to have when you speak with your loan officer. Don't just take on a loan or mortgage, not know what the interest rate is, but ask them about their competitive rates. Find out from other banks like RBC or Scotiabank what their rates are, so that when you go to this to deal with First Caribbean, you are able to compare their rates with the rates that they are going to be offering you, and see if you can get a good deal. So that's my advice, and that's my opinion on First Caribbean. But the main thing is, the opportunity is there for you to speak to someone in person when that announcement is made. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah. The third thing I want to update you on, everyone heard about the change in the real estate ordinance that has happened just at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, right? For the real estate. Tonight, we're just this evening, we're not diving into it in deep details, because there are still a lot of things that needs to be finalized in regards to the application. But one of the main things I wanted to point out about it is, and just so you know, I did have a picture on the screen just so you see that the article was in the Sun newspaper. So for those of you who may not have heard about it, you could see that it's just not me making something up, but the ordinance is a reality. But one of the things I wanted to point out about it is that all real estate agents will need to have their own real estate license. Currently, that's not how it is, but this is something you want to think about. So, of course, there will be a fee to acquire that real estate license. I don't know all the details. Like I said, the administrative part of it is still being worked out, but I want you to just remind you about this, what is going on. So brokers will need a license, real estate agents will need a license. So just how you go and apply for a regular business license come at the April month, at the end of March, April, as a real estate agent, you will have to do the same thing. And I think this is just information for those who are thinking about getting into the field of real estate, that you would be able to be put on your guard, that this is something you will have to think about while you are looking into becoming that real estate agent. See, we're moving along fast, and you're being updated on what's going on. The other thing I would want to just remind you about is the Crown Land Amnesty. We've spoken about it several times on the show. I just want to remind you that it is still ongoing. What that means for you, again, check with yourselves, your family members, anyone who would have been given or received Crown land from the Turks and Caicos Island government. Check your lease, your CPLs, and to see what are the terms and conditions. And if there is anything that is unclear to you, you would probably need to go down to the Crown Land unit and have them explain to you what are the amnesties, what amnesty program is ongoing now, and how you can benefit from it. Please don't wait until this time has passed and then you're not able to benefit from what is going on. Like I said, a previous show, we did talk about a lot of the details. We're not doing that today, and perhaps there is a future show that I'm going to get someone, hopefully from the Crown Land Department, to come and speak a little bit more about it. But it's just a reminder of what you need to do and how you need to be alert about what is going on. You can find a lot of billboards are still around the island about it. So as you're driving along the Leeward Highway, please don't forget to check it out. There's contact information on those billboards as well, where you can contact them via email or even call in and get some further information on what you need to do or what is offered to you as Turks and Caicos Islanders. Let us be proactive about what's going on. Now, the other thing I want to just remind you about is we are seeing a lot of construction that is happening around the Turks and Caicos Islands. And one of the things that a lot of international persons will ask us about, especially when it comes to pre-construction properties, is how, what's the, like they want to make sure that their confidence is in the project and that it's going to be completed, right? And I think it's really good news when we could see that a lot of these developments are being completed and are not just an eyesore that's being left and not done. And that's why I want to mention these two significant developments, which is the Strand and South Bank. They both are two large developments that have been completed and is now open officially. As of November, both of these developments are open to the public as well as to persons who have purchased into these developments. Just a little note, the Strand is a development that features over 160 rooms, right? Including suites and villas, and has a variety of configuration. And when it comes to South Bank, it's a very substantive development on a 5-acre parcel that is also open to the public. So this is just a testament of high-end product that is in the Turks and Caicos Islands that has seen every stage and every step and has come to fruition. And I think it's a really good thing for the Turks and Caicos Islands as we see these products come to a completion and is able to open its door to guests and also owners alike. The Turks and Caicos Islands continue, I think, to develop and to grow as we see these products come to fruition. There are other properties such as the Andes that is still under construction, but you can see on a day-to-day basis that it is moving significantly, and it is moving significantly, and it is staying in line with its target open date. Also, if you see the St. Regis, that's also been moving very quickly. You can see it moving. The main thing is everyone's opinion about it, whether the height or density, that's not the subject matter, but seeing that these properties are completing, that's the main thing, to make sure that it's not an eyesore in Turks and Caicos Islands. Okay, and also Point Grace, also the point is actually called, has officially breaking ground. So we have a lot of properties that are under construction of broken ground. And for us as real estate agents, what we are seeing is that the investors still have confidence in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and that's why a lot of ongoing construction is happening. Just open your eyes. If you haven't seen it, it is happening. The real estate market in the Turks and Caicos Islands, I think, is resilient, and the growth are expected to continue, driven by ongoing luxury developments and sustained demand from affluent buyers. I think that's where we are when it comes to the market in the Turks and Caicos Islands. So just want to remind everyone that, all of this is to say that we can't sit back and relax. We still have a strong market in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Property values are increasing. If you are not in the market for real estate at this time, it is still a good time for you to start thinking about it. And the last thing I want to talk about, just as a reminder, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other improvements that's going to be happening, where the government investment incentive aims to address housing shortages, targeting, addition of at least 600 new homes annually over the next decade to meet the demand. So I'm hoping that I can get an update on that this coming year to see where the government is at with these new homes that are going to come to the market, because we all, especially us locals in the Turks and Caicos Islands, will definitely benefit from these new homes that are supposed to be coming through the market. So I'm looking forward to getting an update on that and bringing that update to you. So again, like I say, today was just about presenting a few updates. So again, congratulations to South Caicos with American Airlines landing there. Watch out for what's happening with the new real estate ordinance, especially if you are looking to get into real estate as a Turks and Caicos Islander, because it's now, Turks and Caicos belong on base. Look for those new updates and what you have to do to be a part of the process. Keep an eye out, an ear out for when CIBC Caribbean, when they announce about their bank fair, because that's going to be very beneficial for us who are looking to get into the real estate market, to get into our homes or to buy some vacant land. Keep an eye out for you who have government property, crown land property, and just so you can tap into the amnesty program that is still ongoing. So please stay connected with Let's Talk TCI Real Estate, and I will try to update you as best as I can as these things, everything develop in regards to real estate in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Today it was just an initial show, and I look forward to being in your homes again every other Thursday as we get the news come to you and we discuss the topics. And I always want to say, if there's a topic you would like to know about, feel free to send me an email. That's v.delancey@kw.tc, and I'll do my best to try and bring that conversation to you. Even if I have to do the research myself and sit on the show, I will try and do that for you. And if I can get a professional to come and share their knowledge with you, I will do that as well. Again, until next time, I'm going to say to you, stay safe, remain blessed, and see you next time for another episode of Let's Talk TCI Real Estate. Opinions expressed on this show belong solely to Let's Talk TCI Real Estate and not that of Keller Williams TCI or any of its affiliates. Any action you take upon the information provided on this show is strictly at your own risk, and Let's Talk TCI Real Estate guest or host will not be liable for any losses and damages in connection with the use of the material. I am not an investment advisor, broker, or dealer.